Vanakkam, and a good evening to everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here among such powerful women and men who have stood by these women and men who have been part of this event and who've supported Sulochana, Dr. Sulochana, to have this wonderful event successfully for the 12th year. And I like to congratulate her. And she says this is the first year in Dubai. Next, she must start thinking of having it in India. I'd like to start with a poem, a few lines from Still I Rise, a poem by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into the daybreak that's wonderlastingly clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. I dedicate this poem to every woman here who has risen from what was expected of them, and all these women here have shown this world what a difference they can make. So I congratulate all the award winners here, because your lives, your achievements are not achievements of yours alone. It is a path you've created. It is an example you've set to the future generations, and it is a hope and the confidence that you would be building, because a woman's achievement is not just an achievement for herself. It is a path-breaking, glass ceiling breaking achievement, because the society and world has always believed that we cannot go beyond. Education was denied to us, life was denied to us, opportunities were denied to us, public spaces were denied to us. And today, every woman here has contributed in breaking that and creating hope for the future generations. So I wish you all the best, and it's a great achievement to be here, to come here, and for all the great work you've all done. Today we are celebrating great achievers here, women who've made a difference, just not in their lives, in the lives of many people. But we should also, when we're talking about space in the boardrooms, when we're talking about our right to be at the table, in political spaces, in parliaments, in assemblies, we should also think about women who are not even allowed to be born. Female feticide is still there. It is still a truth in many countries. And from the country I come from, India, nearly 117 million girls have gone missing because they were denied the right to be born. They were denied the right to be living among us. Many things have not changed for many women all around the world. They still have to fight for their right to exist. They still have to fight for and struggle to be educated, to dream, to walk this earth, to eat, to be recognized even as human beings. So, these achievements and what we take with us today is just not an achievement for you. It is not applauses just for you. It is for these children, these mothers who did not have the right, whose right to retain her child, to let her child live. These women will be empowered by what you've achieved and the paths you've created. And what we've achieved today, what we're taking today, what we should be taking away from here today is going to be that today we are fighting for more rights, because when we talk about bills being passed, laws being made, all over the world, laws and bills are being passed, policies are being made without listening to what half the population in this world says. In the Indian Parliament, every law which is being passed affects us also, because we're half the population. But our voices are not heard. What we have to say, our ideas, our opinions are not taken into consideration because we do not have enough representation there. So this is just not the case of India. This is not just the case of Sri Lanka or a few other countries, except a handful of nations like Rwanda. I think everywhere women are struggling to get onto boards, to be heard, because we have to be louder. People say that women have to fight for their space in a very soft, womanly way. They have to be gentle. They have to be a woman. I really don't understand what being a woman is, what framework it has to fit in to be a woman. I think I have a right to be heard the way I want to be heard. I have to define. You cannot, society or this world cannot define who I want to be or how I want to say things which I want to be saying. It is your duty to listen to me the way I choose to say it. I think our voices have to get stronger and we have to stand together. I think that is the most important thing we have to take away from this, because I've been seeing, after every program, it says networking, networking. It is very important for women to network, because we have to stand together. We can have our differences. We can come from different races, from different countries, from different faiths, but we face similar problems. The issues can be different, but finally, it is the right to live, the right to be respected, and the right to equality and breaking down gender roles are the same problems every woman born in this earth faces. So I think we have to use this opportunity to network, stand together wherever we are from, as women, as sisters, hold each other's hands and say, we are there with you and you're not alone. Thank you all and congratulate all of you. Good evening.